This is Jess, his VW Golf 7R. 0 to 100. It's a little bit too wet for that, of course. What's up, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to this POV review by AutoTopNL. My name is Max, and today we are here with another viewer's car. This is Jess, his VW Golf 7R, and it has been tuned quite a bit. It has been modified. So today I'm going to show you around it, show you all the cool stuff he has done to it, and then we'll take it for a drive towards the Autobahn for a little Autobahn blast. But before we begin, don't forget to subscribe and hit the notification bell if you want to receive updates when we upload a new video. And check us out on Instagram if you like, at AutoTopNL, for some behind the scenes footage. So let's start at the front. We've got a regular Golf R bumper with a nice extension down there, a little splitter with a couple of winglets on the sides, and these little extenders down here, which looks pretty cool. Nice and aggressive front end. We've got tinted headlights, much darker than stock, and this little black piece right there to make them a little bit more angry, which works. I love the color, by the way. You don't see them that often in this color. This dark gray combines really nice with all the black around the car. We've got Vossen wheels, 19-inch wheels, very, very nice, with Nankang Ultra Sport NS2 tires, pretty serious tires. And he upgraded the brakes as well, which is always nice to see with a tuned car. At the rear, we've got a very aggressive diffuser with, again, these extensions at the sides. All this is new, of course, and it looks pretty racy. And of course we have this massive exhaust, 3.5-inch, absolutely massive tailpipes, super cool. I do like the look of it. It does fit the Golf R quite nicely. And of course we've got some engine tuning as well, a lot. So this is the 2-liter TSI stock, 300 horsepower and 380 Newton meters. But we have a lot. I'm not going to name everything, but we do have a new intake. We have a different turbo. So this is a hybrid turbo. That means that it's the stock turbo with new internals. And this car now delivers 489 horsepower. That's quite a lot. And around 600 Newton meters of torque. So yeah, it is quite powerful, and quite a bit has been done. We will add a list of modifications to the top comment, so you guys can check out what has been done there, because it's too much to name, honestly. But it's super nice. The power is really, really good. Okay, we'll get rid of my jacket and then we'll get going. And we'll check out the interior as well, because we do have a nice modification in here. This Alcantara steering wheel with this yellow stitching looks really nice, and we've got pedal extenders, which are just new ones, so they're not taped on there, which I always hate. This is much better. And we've got yellow seat belts as well, which I think is a really cool touch. All right, let's start it up with the key. Very good. You get so used to those keyless cars that... Alright, so the exhaust, the elephant in the room. It is pretty freaking loud. I'm not going to rev it because those people will hate me, but you will hear later on it's really loud. Now, he has done a lot more to this car, which I'm going to try and remember everything while we're driving. Because one of the first things you notice is the fact that the DSG gearbox has been tuned as well, so the shifts are super quick. And it's also able to cope with the increase in power, which is, you know, quite a lot. Other than that, you guys can hear the exhaust, of course, and when you get off the throttle, and on the throttle as well, actually, you can hear the turbo really, really well. It's always there. Another great modification is the fact that he upgraded his suspension to Power Flex suspension, and that means that he actually got out the entire subframe and mounted double spacers on each mounting point, so it's not just screws, and that means that it's actually quite comfortable. He also installed H&R lowering springs, but still it's quite comfortable, and you can still go over bumps at speed at the Autobahn. So that is a really good setup, and one of the great things about this car. The steering wheel, by the way, as you can see, is not really centered, but that is because he couldn't find a lift where he could fit over with his splitter, so he wanted to fix it, but he couldn't get that done in time. That's why it's a little bit crooked. Now the exhaust, I have to say that Jess is very die-hard, because this is a lot to drive every day. It's seriously loud, and it has this really low sound to it, which, I mean, yeah, it's always there. But on full throttle it sounds really good actually. It sounds better than most of these 2-liter TSIs I've driven, because the sound is very full-bodied and it's quite a dark sound, which I do like. It is a custom exhaust, fully custom made for this car and for him, so he did get what he wanted, even though when he picked it up it didn't have any silencing, so it was completely straight, and he drove it for like 1 minute and then he took it back to the exhaust guy and said, no, I need a silencer in there. So this is not even straight, it was even louder than this. That's pretty crazy. But the power is really nice. Together with that DSG software upgrade, you have a very nice power delivery, and it's always there basically. But the problem with these DSG gearboxes is that it can be a little bit sluggish in drive mode. Oh, the bangs are really loud as well. Close the roof and we'll see what it feels like over here. And we'll do a nice run. It's a little bit wet as you can see, but we've got 4Motion, so shouldn't be a problem traction wise, of course. 0 to 100, it's a little bit too wet for that, of course. That was 250 already. That is seriously quick, and this guy's going left, yep. But honestly, performance wise, 100 to 200 we measured a 9.72 second run, which is seriously quick. I always say anything under 10 seconds is seriously quick. So this was under 10 seconds, but it is, you can see in our list right here, you can see how it performs. It actually performs really well, and the tuning itself has been done really well too, because the power delivery is nice and smooth and linear. And I have to say that the exhaust, when you're on it, when you are like driving hard, it's a really nice sound. It's just driving it every day, I have to say that, oh man, that's a lot to take. I would maybe go for like a valve controlled exhaust or something, but I do respect Jess for driving this every day. He's a dedicated guy. He was talking about maybe getting rid of this car and getting something bigger for his family, because he has 2 kids. But he's also thinking about getting rid of the turbo and upgrading it to a bigger one. Of course, that means that you would go over 500 horsepower in this Golf, which is pretty crazy. Oh, brakes are nice too. Brakes are really good. That's a good upgrade. These discs and pads actually have a ceramic coating, so that's why they feel so good. Don't forget your brakes, guys. When you do a tuning project, when you want to upgrade your car and you add speed, or in some cases even if you don't add speed you need new brakes, but it's often overlooked, but it's so important for the feel of the car and for the trust you have in your car to drive it hard. That is loud. Oh man, his kids must already really like cars if they are used to having like this exhaust in the back in their little kid seats. Oh, but it picks up really nicely. And the suspension is super good. It's honestly, it is such a good upgrade, and I have to say I never heard of power flex for the suspension and mounting and stuff like that, but I have it on my Mini. Really? I do, yeah. Oh, I didn't know that. I haven't heard of it, and it's really, really good. It's honestly probably the best driving Golf R I've ever driven, handling wise, you know, comfort versus sport. It's nice and low but still comfy and doesn't hit anywhere on the wheel arches. So yeah, really, really good suspension. Okay guys, that's it for this review. Hope to see you at the next one. I hope you enjoyed it. Thanks to Jess for bringing us his car. You can subscribe by clicking the big button right there. You could also check out this video or go check out this playlist. See you at the next one. Bye.